Hey everybody, you already know who it is. It's the Mad Villain, and welcome to another episode of Villainous Thoughts. Today I wanted to make a very serious video on why exactly I left the FGC. Okay, let's start with number one, and this is the biggest one, the drama. The drama, it is so freaking tiring. It makes me feel older than what I am. Just seeing the shit just all over the place. Like, you just look at button check. Like, it's just drama. It's like, he said, she said, I'm better, no he's better, no she's better, blah 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 blah. And honestly, that alone is going to be one of the biggest reasons why the FGC will never grow. It just won't, because the FGC is still stuck in its childish mindset. The reason why other communities grown to such big, heavy hitters when it comes to media, when it comes to money prizes, when it comes to tournaments and all this other stuff, the reason why that is because not only the games grew, but also the people that follow and play those games matured and grown as well. The FGC is still stuck in its childish mentality. I mean, let's look at, for example, like a recent drama that just happened, like, I guess like 2 or 3 days ago, but like the Punk and Sonic Soul situation. Okay, let me just give like a brief summary. Like, I'm just paraphrasing here, but the whole drama basically started when like Punk lost or whatever. He was like in some tournament with Cammy, and then Sonic Soul basically try to give him advice. But the thing is, this was like the worst timed advice you can give him. It doesn't matter how nicely you would have said it. The thing is, when somebody loses like that and then somebody try to give him advice, like, it just comes off bad. So Punk snapped, and honestly I can kind of see why he did, because like that's the worst time to be saying shit. Like, you just let it steamed off, and he should have said it at a different time. And mind you, I acknowledge that Sonic Soul actually said that in his video that he uploaded recently about like why he shouldn't have done that, because like the timing was just really bad, mind you. And honestly, I wouldn't even be bringing this up as like a point in this video, but the thing is Sonic Soul does this to countless people, and he expects the people that to be responsible and be accountable when they think they're antagonizing him. But as soon as like he gets shit for the same thing he's been throwing out, all of a sudden now you want to turn the comments off. Because I think everybody can see straight through your bullshit, man. And I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Honestly, the best thing you could have done is just let the comments up and just have the community, or whatever, what you want to call it, kind of like the people that follow you, watch you, or whatever. You should just take the blasting. Sometimes you need to get flamed in order to get respect. That's just a god of honest truth, man. And plus, some people were mad at him, and I don't blame them. I mean, mind you, like, and people been telling them this shit for like years. To be honest with you, it's nothing new. That's the thing. That's the thing I don't like about Sonic Soul, man. It's like, oh, it's all fun and games until I get shit on. I mean, the dude constantly teabags people, like, talk shit, and then he wants to cry on fucking Twitter all day when as soon as the same shit happens to him. Like, Leffen was right about one thing, and I will give Leffen his credit on this one thing. Like, Leffen is really a guy I really don't care about. I don't know him that much. I'm not going to like go and dive like on his character, because I'm not going to shit on somebody's character I don't really know. But I will give him one thing that he said like a while back on Twitter. Like, you just can't troll and shit on everybody all day and then get all mad on Twitter when like the same shit gets done right back at you. And I know like Sonic Soul's like gonna change for the better and shit. Honestly, the best way he can change it, he just left the FGC and just done his own shit, which I think he's gonna kind of do when he's did that video of his. But that's besides the point. Okay, next thing. Criticism does not equal crying when it comes to actually discussing things about like certain fighting games, or just fighting games in general. I mean, well, like when it comes to Street Fighter 6, like I want to talk about like the issues and shit like that, but then again, I kind of don't want to do that, because like a lot of these like FGC weirdos, like and nerds and shit, they're just gonna downplay it as, oh my god, that skill issue, oh my god, get good and shit like that. And that's another reason why fighting games don't grow and they don't last that long. Like, I'm just gonna say this for as an example. Do you remember DNF Duel? You remember all the bad reviews that game got? And sure, I'll give you this. Some of the reviews were just out of pocket and they were just dumb as fuck. But there was like a lot of them that were actually valid, and then came back to bite DNF Duel's ass. And guess what happened? The game died fast. The game didn't even last half a year. It somehow managed to die 3 times in a year. It had 2 balance patches that people were like clamoring, and like it was like the FGC YouTubers and shit. They were going like, oh my god, it's a completely different game now. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's the same game. It died again. It literally died twice. Spectre, we're still waiting for one character, and that game's been out for almost a year and a half now. For one character that still doesn't have a release date, with some obscure balance patch or whatever. But then again, hey, it is what it is. Y'all didn't listen, so guess what? The players left. And honestly, I'm not surprised at all when it comes to shit like that. So that's my 2 cents on that topic. Okay, so next topic. Pro players / big content creators, like arrogance, man. And what I mean by arrogance, like how they have like this huge chip on their shoulders. What I mean by that is the fact they think they know everything that there is to know, and then anybody who dare criticize them, or who dares thinks what they said it can be slightly wrong or entirely wrong, it's like, oh my god, like who are you? You're just some random. Well, you can't say shit. You can't do that. Like, you just need to accept it for what it is. Like, and I hate that phrase. I hate the phrase, we just gotta accept it for what it is. It is what it is. I hate that phrase in of itself, because that just shows a level of defeatism. No, you shouldn't be accepting shit because they're willing to accept it, or we just have to be nice. No, the reason why I hated Street Fighter 5 so much, I know I'm kind of going a little bit of a tangent here, but I'm gonna prove a point. It's gonna go in a full circle. But the reason why I hated Street Fighter 5 so much is not because the game was shit. It's because the content creators and like these pro players dishonesty about the game, especially when it was at launch, saying like, trying to downplay it, like, oh my god, this is the best game, what are y'all complaining about? This is a good game, y'all shouldn't be complaining. Like, but this has the most views and shit. The only reason why it had the most views at the time, more views than Street Fighter 4, mind you, is because it was a new Street Fighter. It wasn't because it was Street Fighter 5. And that's the honest truth. But in all honesty, it showed me the bigger picture. It showed me that these guys' honesty only goes as far as they're willing to be paid. How much they're willing to be paid. Because I'm telling you right now, if there was like another Street Fighter out at that time in 2016 that could have obliterated Street Fighter 5 at the time, it honestly would have been erased off the map. A lot of these FGC YouTubers and pro players would have acted like that game never existed. And you want to know why I think that's true? Because look at Street Fighter 6. Since Street Fighter 6 dropped, who is caring about Street Fighter 5 right now? Nobody. Nobody. I don't hear shit about Street Fighter 5 anymore now that Street Fighter 6 has made it to the scene. And that's the truth. And
Honestly, I lost a lot of respect for like a lot of these like pro players and like FGC YouTubers and shit like that. It's because they're dishonest. A lot of them are, because they'll instantly praise any new game that comes out, DNF Duel, KOF 15, shit like that, even though they know the matchmaking is shit, even though they know the balancing is shit. They'll praise it anyways. Tekken 8 that's about to come out, I'm not buying Tekken 8 at all. I'm just not getting it. One, it just looks like Tekken 7 on steroids. Two, the combat mechanics are back and stronger than they ever were before. Now you are forced to take guesses with heat system, and now the rage arts, not only they're one button, you can just press one button and it comes out, but now it's only -13 on block. It is a hop kick on steroids, and people just want me to blow smoke up Harada's ass and anybody who was really into Tekken and just said like, oh my god, this is a good game. And I'm just not doing that. Just no. And I'll make another video about Tekken 8 like entirely on his own, so be on the lookout for that, because that will happen real soon. Okay, and here is another thing I'd like to bring up, and this one is honestly quite big for me personally, and this is a real personal one. The other thing is the stagnation and how people just keep you in this childish mindset, because the FGC, a lot of them, I'm not saying every single one, disclaimer, obviously, I'm not saying every single person within the FGC is like this. I'm not. I'm just saying a lot of them are just childish, and they're gonna keep you childish. They're just gonna keep you in this mindset, because the more you hang out with these people, you just see like how your entire being just becomes so immature and childish, because they refuse to grow up. A lot of these FGC nerds that have no life or just don't have a personality outside of I like big anime tits and thirsting for like female characters, you know, I bet money a lot of these characters, if they existed in real life, let's say like Chun-Li, Jory, Cammy, or whatever have you, if they existed in real life, a lot of them would be disgusted by some of these dudes that be out here on Reddit thirsting all day. They'd be going like, oh my god, Chun-Li's feet, oh my god, look at those toes and shit. Like you're not gonna get these chicks if they actually existed. It's the same thing when I made with my last video about like how like these like VTubers, like cosplayers, etc. You're not gonna get them. You're never going to smash. And honestly, it's just a lot of them are just in the FGC. They just draw to it like a moth to a flame, and I get real tired of that shit really quick. That's another reason why I left the FGC as well, because it was also too much of that shit going on, and now that shit is more prevalent than it was ever before. So that's another reason why I don't fuck with the FGC no more. So now, after all that being said, what am I going to be doing now that I made this video and showed you why, the real reasons why I'm not in the FGC? There are more reasons. I'll probably might make a part 2 and just make like a whole nother thing maybe, but as for now, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. But overall, I think the other stuff I'm gonna do, it's a lot of stuff I'm gonna do just to have nothing to do with fighting games. Like I'm pretty much gassed out on it. Like I'm tired of it, and plus it really don't draw in views for my channel. Like when I did like that more of like a discussions and shit, that was surprisingly got me more views and more like and engagement, oddly enough. I don't know why, but it happened. So I'm gonna start doing more of that content, maybe like talk about like today's problems and like probably try to find like solutions. I ain't no guru, I ain't no professional, I ain't no counselor. This is just my honest opinions and stuff like that about society as a whole. So I'm gonna be doing more videos like that in the future, and probably like just like, I don't know, maybe have like some nostalgia thing going on, like where I talk about my favorite cartoons when I was growing up as a kid and what they meant to me personally, like Kids Next Door, Courage the Cowardly Dog, like, you know, that all that old shit. Probably just something to spice up the channel and the shit and give like a new breath of fresh air. So I'm gonna start doing some stuff like that as well. I'm still brainstorming here, But for now, I'm just going to be taking a break from Street Fighter 6 because, in all honesty, the game has a little bit too many issues right now with like the input drops and like how like some inputs take forever to come out. Like I can literally be pressing B and I'm trying to get my drive rush like to get to a combo and then it won't come out and cost me like the whole match. So I'm not dealing with that for right now. So I'm just gonna be taking a break and just start reevaluating what I want to do with my channel and what things I could be doing to better myself as a person and just better my life in general. And hell, maybe like some of the advice that I learned and picked up after all these years of living. I'm only 26, but still though, I think I still got some experience that might help somebody else out that might be going to the same shit that I went through when I was growing up. So be on the lookout for that. But anyways, I'm not gonna get all like too mushy and shit. But if y'all like the video, please subscribe and like, and that's about it, man. I'm just glad I got this video off my chest. There probably might be a part 2 coming, like I said earlier, but I'm not sure. But anyways, that's it. See y'all next time. God bless. Take care.
They say you can't turn a bad girl good, but once a good girl's gone bad, she's gone forever. Shit, I gotta live with the fact I did you wrong forever. Shh, I'm on forever. It's fucked up, girl.